All right, guys, from the latest Ant-Man flick to Street Fighter breaking down tradition, it means we have to do one thing. It's time to geek it up. And I've gathered experts in the nerd craft to help us break down the latest news. Please welcome Alec Palacios and host of The Update, Zeus Asio. Good morning.
Sounds so official, the experts
in nerd craft.
Experts in nerd craft. Well, what else am I supposed to
say?
That
sounds good. Beat up in high school, but you know what? I'll take it now.
I could have said the amiibo collector
dude.
and the freakishly tall for a nerd Zeus.
Handsome also. Freakishly handsome.
Freakishly.
Okay, we could grow a beard like this, man, and we'll start talking.
Yeah. Then you'll be manly.
I want to start off first with nerds. How nerds are really cool now.
Because, well, I mean, with Comic-Con definitely started the trend, but other than that, I mean,
movies and Marvel just boomed, and now everything nerdy is cool. People actually like it.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, I would prefer. I mean, I like this. I like it because I was made fun of in high school too. You know, oh, you're like X-Men. How could you? You know what I mean? And now it's like, oh, you like X-Men?
That's so cool,
dude. I was legit in high school. Played Dungeons and Dragons and everything. You know what happened?
Okay,
the 20s happened, and then alcohol happened. You know, maybe it's a little bit more acceptable.
I think Dungeons and Dragons is a little too nerdy.
Dude,
I think.
You can't mess with my drow, bro.
No,
Just saying.
Okay. Wow. Anyway, well, there's some really huge things that went on over the past couple of days. Now, without giving too much away, I need to ask you guys about Ant-Man. The movie opened up this past weekend to $58 million, but was it good enough? Now, despite it being the box office king for the weekend, it looks like Marvel's lowest domestic debut since The Incredible Hulk. Was it the movie itself, or do you think Marvel's just digging a little too deep into the catalog?
Dude, the movie was so awesome. I could, you know, if you haven't seen Ant-Man, you're wrong. You are so wrong for not watching Ant-Man. Shame on you if you haven't seen Ant-Man yet. That low number is because of y'all, because it was just so good. It was so, I don't know if it was because they're digging too deep in there. I honestly think they didn't know how to market this as well.
It was a little marketed kind of weird. Like when I saw the trailer the first time, it seems a little dark, a little heavy. But it's not. It's completely different.
This movie was toned down because Marvel just came back from the big robot apocalypse.
Yeah.
Crazy Avengers, big team. And now Ant-Man.
They reference in the movie.
They reference in the movie.
It's a toned down movie. That's why I was hopeful for the movie because I love Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd was amazing.
I love Ant-Man.
But what I really like about this movie, you know, without spoiling the movie itself, I mean, a lot of it takes place within one place. You know, one of the homes, one of the houses. I think that's one of the really cool things about this movie.
It's a heist movie.
Yeah,
it's a heist movie.
It's essentially just a heist movie.
If Captain America 2 was like the James Bond, like political thriller, this one was totally the heist movie.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Luis.
Oh, Michael Pena.
Oh,
Michael Pena was amazing.
Man. So good.
Yeah.
It's like, so funny.
So, my mom died, and then my dad got deported. I kept the van, though. He was just so happy, though.
His face also, his awkward face. It was so funny.
Easily, the runaway star of the movie was obviously Michael Pena. You know,
dude, he took the movie a little bit.
A little bit too much, you know. And one of the cool things, and that you actually mentioned, was that you couldn't even recognize Evangeline Lilly in the movie.
No, you couldn't.
I mean, she looks so different from her days on Lost compared to this movie.
I just saw the haircut. It's like, I know who you are.
Yeah.
I know who you are. You're the Wasp. It's happening, so.
Well,
that might be a spoiler a little bit, but you already knew. If you know the haircut, you know what's going on.
But, you know, it ended up being a fantastic movie. I absolutely loved it. I watched it. We all watched it over the weekend.
Michael Douglas was amazing.
Saying fantastic going into looks like garbage. Fantastic Four looks like garbage.
Really? You're going to go that far? You're going to call
it? You know what? I'm going to say this. I'm going to mark my words on this. It's going to bomb. It's going to either bomb or like, oh, it's going to do poorly. Underperform. I think it's going to bomb.
What is a reboot?
It looks terrible. That movie looks like straight up garbage. I am sorry.
It does, and I think a lot of it has to do with, one, I mean, Marvel's really keeping Fox separate. They're saying, no, you don't want to play with us, we're not going to play with you, you can't use any of these characters, whatever, you're stuck with just that Fantastic Four property. And then I also feel like, you know, obviously with them canceling the comics, really downplaying it past that. So now a lot of people aren't as into Fantastic Four as they were before.
Fantastic Four, are we really that into the Fantastic Four? Like, as
it is the first family, Marvel's first family.
Marvel's first family.
I know, I'm not denying that. It's like Marvel's first family, but it's just, you know, us growing up too was all about the X-Men. It was all about Spider-Man. And the Fantastic Four was kind of like, oh yeah, maybe my dad or grandpa like that, but not even that.
It has aged, and I don't think it really holds true to what it used to be. And I feel like they've changed it a lot from what it used to be, as far as sending Spider-Man in to be a part of the Fantastic Four. And so they've kind of broken it down. And I don't feel like it. Oh, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
They really it doesn't have the hold that it used to when it was first introduced.
Yeah, and then when I saw Doctor Doom in the trailer from Fantastic Four, I'm like,
oh, his face looks awful.
Like, no,
it looks like radioactive trash.
No,
it's just like this skinny dude. It's like, no, man, this movie's gonna be garbage.
And that's because we're not even getting into the apocalypse and how he looks.
The first look?
Yeah, the first look of X-Men.
Psylocke looks. Olivia Munn is Psylocke though.
Looks good.
Dude,
yeah,
I'm
she
getting
looks really
married
good.
even then. It was just like, sorry, hon.
This isn't going to work anymore.
Baby,
But
amazing.
anyway, we won't get into that because that's
okay.
a whole
That's
nother
a
thing.
whole different kettle
But you know
of
what?
fish.
With superpowers comes super responsibility. But according to Capcom, super isn't ultra enough anymore. While at
Hey,
Evo, got it.
segue.
Yes. While at Evo 2015, Capcom not only announced a new character called Nikali for the game, but it also announced it was doing away with the ultra and super editions the series has been known for. Instead, sticking with DLC or free DLC and paid as well. Is this the right move for Capcom
Freddy.
to go?
It is the right move, Freddy. Yes.
Why? Why do you think it's the right move?
Because I bought Street Fighter 4.
Okay.
I bought Super Street Fighter 4. I bought Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. I bought Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Wow.
I just want to buy one disc, Freddy.
And that's like 30 and
Can't I
30
just
and
buy
30.
one
I'm
disc?
gonna tell you, I bought one disc. It was called Street Fighter 4, and that's all I needed.
That's all you need.
I don't need Evil Ryu. You know, I need E Honda.
man.
Just so I can somebody's using Ken Ryu.
And
cool.
then that's it.
That's it. I just need E Honda, and that's it. That's
You
my
don't
boy
need a
right
lot
there.
of the other characters, but so you're obviously what this is marketed for, Zeus. I mean, obviously,
pretty much.
Them saying we're not going to release all these other editions, all DLC. But you were kind of explaining a little bit on how the new DLC program is going to work.
Yeah, the cool thing about the new game is that it's going to be a post-launch service-based approach.
Okay.
So it's kind of like the WoW token. So if you play the game a lot, they give you in-game currency. And with that currency, you get the DLC. So you don't have to pay for anything anymore. It's just if you're a hardcore gamer, if you play every day, you can get everything for free.
But and then you can pay for the, what is it called, the Zenny?
Oh, the Zenny, that's the
you can, the in-game currency. You can buy that.
You buy it with real money.
Is
so
that like
you get
Capcom
the
currency or just?
Yeah.
Capcom
That's
currency.
from Mega Man. I think they called the money there.
Oh yeah,
Zenny.
you're right,
Yeah,
dude.
from Mega Man Legends.
That's some cred right there.
That I actually remember
just
that.
like
That's
if you
right.
guys remember Clash of Clans. I know Freddy remembers it.
I participated in Clash of Clans a little bit, but no, that's
It's like
done
everyone
with.
in the office.
That's
like
over
that for a
with,
little
not
bit.
doing that
It's like
anymore.
buying gems for Clash of Clans. That's how Zenny works.
Yeah. So people can buy that, then buy some of the DLC. I really like that, though. I like that they're not going to be releasing all these new editions, the Ultra, the Super.
That's so cool.
It was just too much.
Yeah, it became. I think there was kind of like a tongue-in-cheek for them, knowing how the arcade was. It's like Ultra, Super, Mega, Arcade combo,
Street Fighter 4.
cone cheese and milkshake. You know what I mean? It's just one of those deals.
Yeah.
See, like Mortal Kombat, that's my jam. Street Fighter, okay, that's awesome. Mortal Kombat will always be my favorite thing of all time. I've been playing it for my best friend of 22 years. He's used the same character, Sub-Zero. I've always used Johnny Cage. This one, it's like, hey, if you want extra characters like the Predator, Jason Voorhees, want to spend $30? We'll give them to you later. It's like, all right, that's cool. That's kind of like a super
the
edition.
season pass. You buy the season pass separate and you do it. But I do like that they're doing it away. I think the free DLC is going to be fantastic. It's just especially for the people.
It
who
also
play
has
a lot.
like a bad thing. Also, if you're not a hardcore gamer, if you're just like a casual gamer, and you play on the weekends maybe when you have
this
time.
is never going to work.
This is not going to work for you because
Well,
it's
then
service
you
based.
just buy it then.
Just to play.
Play
just,
it,
eh,
but you wanna
just-
play this
you just
character?
play a little bit.
Yeah.
But again, I personally think they're going in the right direction. But
Yeah, I can see that.
While Capcom is actually seeming to get away from remakes of their more current games, more and more companies are actually releasing remakes and remasters from Final Fantasy VII Remake, which you're going to see on your screen right now, to
wait.
DuckTales Remastered, and the just released God of War 3 Remaster. Are gaming companies going back to move forward? And do we actually want a lot of these remakes?
I need to be quiet just for a little bit because I want to take this in. Just
Take it in.
Just
look at that.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous.
And
I mean,
if
this
you ever
game
say
can be-
like remakes remastered, that's why right there. It's just
I
like,
know
oh,
Freddy
all
is
the
in love
feels.
with Final Fantasy.
I'm in love
Oh,
with Final
dude,
Fantasy.
yes.
So
I know you
think-
cried.
I think this is the right move with the Final Fantasy series, just because it had such a huge following, and Final Fantasy 13 was garbage.
It was
garbage. And so I feel like remaking Final Fantasy 5, 6, 7
especially
are going to be
6,
6 is going to be
7.
fantastic.
The thing about remasters is that we don't want anything changing in the game. We just want better graphics, right?
Okay, so that's the thing.
That's
so
a
they're
big point.
releasing
Final
this
Fantasy
game.
VII says they are going to change.
They are going to change it. They're going to modernize it. I'm assuming to the Final Fantasy 15 style of fighting, which is your people follow you around and you kind of control.
No, I want turn-based, man. I want turn because you want to know like modernizing. People be talking about like 13 was garbage. Yeah,
It was
modernized
not good.
Japanese RPGs are not as good as you're not going to be as good as a Skyrim, something like that. Like, look, you need the old school Final Fantasy VII. We want this. We want better graphics. We want the Matera system. We want the drag queen cloud. We want
and that's the other thing. Will all that stuff come back? I mean, I don't know. I hope that they kind of don't mess with the story too much.
Yeah.
They obviously want to surprise us a little bit. But you brought up a good point. You mentioned,
DLC, like spend $5 to bring Eris back.
Yes,
I know, right? Will do.
But
We'll still buy it.
There
We'll still buy it.
are
We'll still
games
buy
that
it.
we want. God of War 3, I don't think that was a game
No,
we
I think
necessarily
remastered.
needed right now.
Is it PS exclusive?
Yes,
What,
right?
Final Fantasy?
God of War.
God of War, yes.
It is
PlayStation
right?
exclusive.
So,
But that's not a game that we were wanting.
No.
I wasn't
Yeah.
clamoring and knocking on
Yeah, that's a good point. Also,
Sony's
it's
store.
relative. The remastered version, if you're gonna buy, it's relative to the person.
Yeah.
Like for example, GTA 5 is remastered also. It's in
Yeah.
the old gens. It
Yeah.
came to the new gens. I bought it because it was super
Yeah,
fun.
it looks nice.
And there's online heists now, so it's all relative to the emotional connection to the game for that person.
Yeah,
if
you
you're
know
gonna
what?
buy
I'm
it.
going to straight up say that, like, I want Elder Scrolls remastered. I want, like, Oblivion,
original
Sky-
ones?
No, I mean, like, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, because Daggerfall was all right,
Oblivion.
Morrowind was cool,
Yeah.
but Fallout, I wouldn't mind seeing, like, a Fallout 3 New Vegas remaster before Fallout 4 comes out.
See, but that's too soon.
yeah,
I mean,
no,
I
dude,
don't,
it's
I
not
don't think
too
it is.
soon.
No.
No, I don't-
If you're going to remaster a game, I expect it to
Let
be
it
an NES,
Yeah.
Super NES type of thing. Once you start getting
Oh.
into the PS2, PS3 era, then that's too soon. I don't think we've we've missed it for too long of a period in order to
Well,
want it back.
at the same time, too, if you're like me, who you're living with someone, you have
Yeah.
very limited shelf space. I can't have my PS3, my PS2 next to my PS4, my Xbox One next to my 360, and my Wii U. Sometimes I have to, you just kind of have to like bring it all together, and I
Yeah.
still want to play these games. And if I could play them prettier, like
Then
you'll-
why
you'll
not?
buy it.
then
why
why
not?
not?
Right?
Why not? Let's take my money, please, and give me a remake
Yeah.
of maybe Ghouls and Ghosts. That'd be cool. Like,
Ghouls
see,
and
like,
Ghosts. Yeah, that would be
HD
good. You see,
remake.
but then you're going back to NES, and
That's
that's why I
that's
say
an HD remake. of NES.
NES,
I want
yeah.
I want Kingdom Hearts. Give me all the Kingdom Hearts. I don't care about the
Oh, they
PS3
will.
like collection. Give me all that in like one glorious disc
they
at like
most likely
1080p.
will, especially as we're getting closer to Kingdom Hearts 3. It's going to happen.
See,
Probably.
and it's like gonna happen with Fallout. It should happen with Mass Effect. All these games are getting like a new version of. It's gonna. I mean, look, Uncharted's getting
That's too
Uncharted
soon.
1 and 2.
Too
I
soon,
don't
I
think
think.
it's. I don't think
Anyway.
it's too soon enough.
No,
Just
yeah.
gonna say that.
Yeah, too soon
Give me
enough.
all this. I want to buy the same game I played over again, but
Yeah.
prettier.
Anyway, guys, well, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank
I
you for
really
having us,
appreciate
bro.
it. Of course, this is the geekiest we can get. And remember to keep it right here for your latest on the Geek It Up news. Guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Sure, sounds great,
Bye.
man.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, but there's still so much more ahead right here on Good Day Valley.